past, art was created for permanence. Today, instant art. Fast. Computer created. Combinations which are changeable and for the moment, beautiful.
Hi, and thank you for tuning in on this special edition of Cosmo Art Tour. Today I'm going to have a little talk with Julius. He's the founder of the Laid Back Collective and is now organizing the Cosmopolite Festival. Let's see what he has to say. Julius, welcome.
Good evening.
Good evening, how are you?
Fine.
Okay, very nice. Could you tell us a little bit for our viewers, a brief history about the Cosmopolite Festival?
So the first edition of the Cosmopolite Festival was in Paris, 2002. Now they are organizing their 8th edition. It's one of the biggest festivals in Europe when it comes to graffiti and street art. More than 100,000 visitors over the 7 editions, 700 artists invited, and organized by the Mac crew, who's one of the legendary Parisian graffiti crew, guys who at some point, like they're painting since the mid-80s, but at some point they decided to go legal, not only bomb trains or tunnels at night, but also give like a legal vision of what graffiti and street art is.
Okay, very cool. And how did the festival end up here in Brussels now, as opposed to being in Paris?
Well, I think after 8 editions, staying in their own town of Bagnolet, right outside of Paris, they kind of wanted to see the world and kind of export their concept. And I mean, for us, it's a huge opportunity to benefit from their name, their history. And so yeah, we're starting the Brussels edition of the Cosmo Art Tour in Brussels on the 7th of May, and it's going to be the 2nd international edition after the one in Amsterdam last summer.
I think we have some images of that festival in Amsterdam.
Yeah.
I suggest we take a look at what happened there. Looks very cool, Julien.
Hey, indeed.
Can you tell us about certain specials that our viewers, if they go check out the festival starting this weekend, they definitely should not miss?
So we have the typical street art festival activity, the murals. We have 3 walls, one in Indigo Studio, Avenue van Volksem, one Rue de Mérode, just next to it in Vorst. There's another wall in Saint-Gilles, Chaussée de Waterloo, Centre Culturel Jacques Franck. So on each of those walls, you will have like 20 guys doing their things. We really try to mix the graffiti guys and the more like contemporary street art people, just to create a cool mix. And next to it, there will be 3 exhibitions, 1 film night, 3 parties. Yeah, so it's just too much to, I mean, people need to check at least one of those events. The website is cosmo-art-tour.com, and yeah, it will be updated like every day with the news. I mean, I think it's important for people to get the flyer. It's a little map describing like a whole tour into the city, and it's street art. It's all about walking and kind of discovering. So there's not too much I can say about it. Just
people will have to find out for themselves.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, very cool. One last question, Julien. Of all the artists, there are about 40, I think, that are coming to color. Do you have a personal favorite?
Yes, I do. It's a bit, it's a touchy question, but I must admit, I really like Remède. He's a guy who started his career in France, in Lille. Then he moved to Brazil for a couple of years, and Brazil is really like a booming scene for street art these days. And Remède went there and really picked influence. Then he went back to Madrid, where I met him 2 weeks ago. I had the chance to visit his studio. He was about to leave for an exhibition. Incredible artist, really nice person, and I'm sure that the 50 other artists we invited have like also incredible stories, and it's also the thing about this festival is that artists are accessible, so they will be painting on walls, but I really invite people who want to know more about street art to ask them questions, take pictures, I mean just interact. It's all about discovery. Okay,
very cool, Julien. Thank you for your time. It's been really nice.
And see you.
Of course, I will be definitely will be there. For other people who want to check out the festival, there's a lot of information at the website, and I'm sure to see you there. Thank you.